Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. All right, today's topic is moving on from heartbreak. Moving on from heartbreak. Before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers, all of the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Now, those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions. And I will either answer them privately through the email, or I will share them online with the collective. And it can be your decision. Now, those of you who are interested in these caps, they are available in my online store, and you'll find a link in the description. Now it's time for our daily affirmation. And we do these affirmations to help with our spiritual growth. And here it is. I am always in the right place at the right time. All right? I am always in the right place at the right time. Now, if you are allowing Spirit to be your guide, then that's right. You are always in the right place at the right time to receive your blessings. People, let this affirmation sink deep into your spirit. I am always in the right place at the right time, and be trusting. Let this affirmation be a blessing to you today. Now it's time for movement, and we do these movements just to get our blood circulating. Today we're going to just do simple arm movement. We're going to hold our arm out like this, and this time we're going to go backward with our arm, okay? We're going to just rotate it backward. All right, and we're going to do it 5 times. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, rotate it, 5. All right, how does that feel? You know, I felt it. And these arm exercises will help to tone up your arms. It's a good thing. Okay, now let's do this side. Rotate it back. You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, how does that feel? These movements are very important to your physical, your mental, and your spiritual health. All right, let's dive into the message today. Moving on from heartbreak. You know, heartbreak can be devastating. Just because you want someone doesn't mean that that person is going to want you. And if that person rejects you, I say, look at it like this. Rejection is divine protection. All right? So if you fancy somebody and they don't feel the same way about you, move on. Let it go. Don't spend a lot of time worrying about it, figuring out, now how am I going to get him to like me? Let it go. It's divine protection. Someone is looking out for you because you don't know this person and you don't know this person's intent, really. And if they reject you, it's best that you let it go and start loving yourself.
How do you deal with the heartbreak? Move on quick. The best way is to move on. If anybody who decides to suffer from heartbreak, that's a choice.
You just have to learn to let go, let go, let go, let him
go. Let it go. And a lot of people feel like blocking someone that you used to love is like a bit extreme, but you have to take extreme measures because love, emotions, feelings are so complicated. One day you may feel like, oh, I hate him. The next day you may feel like, I love him. Let me call him. Let me text him. Let me stalk his Instagram. Let me just send him one more message. Let me reassure him that I really did have feelings for you. Let me reassure him that this was real. You don't need to do any of that. Sometimes the block button is your best friend. That does not mean you hate them. That does not mean you're bitter. It just means you're protecting and guarding your heart. Guard your heart. And some people may say, oh, it's easier said than done. Everything is easier said than done. But once you make up in your mind and you make a decision that this is going to be it, I'm not going backwards and forwards with this, I'm letting this guy out of my system, you can fully move on and heal.
All right? Don't cry after these people or run after these people. I've seen women, they want to go and find the woman that they think that he's with or he may be looking at. They want to beat her up, get her out of the way and all of that. Listen, this is no good. If a person does not want to be with you, the best thing you can do is let it go. Let them go. Whatever is for you in life, you won't lose it. It will come back to you. So if this man is the one that is for you and he wants to leave, let him go. Let him go. And if it's for you, it will come back. But in the meantime, you need to be loving yourself, taking care of yourself, enjoying yourself, being positive, and not feeling bad because this person rejected you. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for that relationship. You know, it happens. You meet people at the wrong time in life. You're just not ready. Maybe they aren't ready for a relationship. It's best to let it go and move on with your life. And moving on, let me clarify this. Moving on does not mean running out trying to find someone else to fill in because this person decided to reject you. No, it doesn't mean. Moving on does not mean moving on to another relationship. It means moving on with your life. All right? Your life should not be centered around a relationship. Your life should be centered around you and what you desire out of life. Create the life that you want, not looking for another person to create a life for you. The power is within you. Stop giving your power away to other people. And this happens a lot. Number one, because you don't realize the power that you have inside. A lot of times we feel like we're helpless and we're just, being swayed by whatever comes along. If you don't have a focus in your life and a real goal in your life, you probably will be swayed by whatever comes by. But have a focus, have a goal that you are working toward. And the goal should be about you building yourself up. Your goal should not be looking for a man, capturing a man to take care of you. That should not be your goal. All right? Okay. Looks like we got a letter from a young man. All right? So let's see what he says. I am 20 years younger than my married boyfriend. He is in his 50s. We met several years ago, before he was married, but he was engaged and still cheating on his then fiance with another woman. I thought I had broken him up from the other woman, but he is still cheating with her. Okay, wait a minute. Now, Well, maybe he's cheating with you. You know? Who's the main person here? Now he is married with children, and he is still cheating with the other woman and with me. Yeah, really. He's a cheater. Cheaters don't stop cheating just because they get married. He is a cheater. That's the way it is. He has me doing all kinds of things I would never do in bed. Well, that's why he's with you. Because you are willing to do all of these things with him in bed that maybe his wife won't do. So he performs all of these sexual fetishes with you. But I will do anything sexually to please a man. Well, that's your choice. That's your free will. I know he is married, and I can't do much about that. But I want to do something to get the other woman out of the picture. So wait a minute. You are dating this man, and I say dating, you're sleeping with this man. That's what you're having sex with this man. And he is married and has children, but he has you and a woman. Are you a man? This is what your letter is a little confusing because it looks like, are you a man in this letter? Okay, I just want to make sure what I'm saying here. But you want to get rid of the other woman. Now he's married. You just want him to be married and with you, not the other woman in there. And that's only the other woman that you know. He may have several other women because you are one of the other women. You're not his spouse. You are one of the other people in this entourage. Okay. I know you say things about karma, but I need to have this man in my life. Why? What do you need to have this man in your life for? The only thing that I can see, it must be for sex. That's the only thing you've mentioned here is sex. And you want him in your life permanently. That's a very strong statement. I even started dating another married man, but I still end up back with this man. We are inseparable. I know he loves me, but he has not left his wife. I hate the other girlfriend. She is beautiful, successful, and a real boss throughout the community. I just assume they are messing around. But I don't want him being tempted with her any longer. He says awful things to me about me and my children and my lack of education. Okay. Some nights I sit and watch the other woman's house. She knows about me, but she never looks at me. I want her gone, and I want him all to myself. What can I do to keep him without ever worrying about them being together? Nothing. You can't do anything. Who are you to even try to entrap someone? Apparently, this man is just a cheater. And that's how he met you, cheating. All right? But you say that he's 50 and you're just 20. 20. Again, I'm asking, are you a male? And if you are, I'm going to address it two ways. All right? If you are male and you are wanting this married man to leave his other girlfriends that he's cheating with cheating on his wife with, so that it'll just be between you and him? Or are you wanting him to leave everybody and be with you? See, this is the question. Now, whether you are male or female is irrelevant. It really is. Because you are dealing with a man who is a cheater, and he will never stop cheating, even if he decided to leave these women and to be with you. He'll just cheat on you. The same thing. He's not going to change. Now, for you to be trying to get him in some way to only be with you, I don't know if this is just in your mind or if you are doing things to bring him to you. Are you doing things to get rid of the other woman? If you are, karma, it will visit you for that. If you are doing anything to break up this man's marriage, karma is going to visit you. And with you having these thoughts, these are not good thoughts. Trying to break up what he has going, which is whatever it is, still you are not married to him. You are on the outside, and you're wanting to get him for yourself. It's not going to be good. Even if you end up with him, just you and him, you're not going to have a happy and abundant life. Because what's going on here is all low vibration. It's all very low vibration. And no good is ever going to come out of it. So don't think that even if you're with him and everybody, he stopped with the other women, and even if he leaves his wife and decides to be with you, you two are not going to just gallop off into the sunset and have a happy life. No way. You'll be taking this karma right along with you, and you will pay for it. You will pay. This is low vibrational living right here. All the way. What you want to do is rise above it. Rise above it. You're 20. You have a whole life ahead of you. Move on from this and start loving yourself, building yourself up. There are plenty of single people out here who are looking for single people. Now, if you are a woman writing this letter, what I say is to let that go, let him go, and you concentrate on yourself. Okay? And pull away from that. You being just 20, you have a whole life ahead of you. A whole entire life ahead of you. But if you are male and you are after this 50-year-old married man, you both are creating tremendous karma in your life. You both are. And you will pay for it. You might be paying for it now. You understand? If you are male, this is wrong, and you should let it go. You should let it go. It's wrong. If you are male writing this letter. Okay? Yeah. And I say that because, I don't know. But for you, know the karma's real. And whatever you do in life, you will stand accountable for it. If someone that you want in your life does not want to be in your life, let it go. Move on. Now, you may be heartbroken and sad about it for a while, but don't stay in that vibration. Don't stay in that low vibration. Rise above it. And moving on and working on yourself is rising above that heartbreak. And create the life that you want. create it. You got to believe in yourself. And you need to be on your spiritual path. But you need to believe and to love yourself. See, when you love yourself, really, you won't put yourself in these low vibrational situations. And this is very low vibrational. Here you are trying to take away a man who is married. You met him when he had his fiance. He still married her. He didn't break off his marriage to be with you. That should tell you something, that he doesn't want to be with you. But now here you are sticking with it because he keeps coming back to you. I'm telling you, this will not turn out the way that you would like it to turn out because it's in the low vibration and there's no happiness in the low vibrations. This man is not interested in just being in a relationship with you only. And you need to let it go because you're just creating bad karma for yourself by even being involved in a situation like this. All right? I hope that you understand, and I really hope that it helps. When someone rejects you and you really feel like you want this person, when they reject you, move on and let it go. Because if you keep trying to hold on to them, now they're going to start mistreating you because they've already told you they don't want to be with you, but you keep hanging on. So now they're going to mistreat you at every turn. Every time you show up, they're going to have something detrimental, disrespectful to say or do to you. Now you say here in the letter that he's had you doing all kind of different things in bed that you never thought that you would do. It's because you are not respecting yourself and you are willing to be disrespected at any turn just to be with him. That shows you don't love yourself at all. People, when you love yourself, you'll have standards. When you love yourself, number one, you wouldn't be in a situation like this. Pull yourself away from this and move on. This is no good for you. It will never turn out good for you. Let it go. It's full of heartbreak and misery. After they've told you or showed you that they don't want to be with you. You know, we have all been in situations where we've been rejected. I've been rejected. I'm sure you've been rejected. Listen, now since I'm on my spiritual path, I know rejection is a blessing. Okay? I know it now. But before I didn't, I felt bad when I was rejected, I really liked somebody and they showed me that they didn't want me. So I left and moved on with my life. Now, I didn't run out here trying to find another relationship to jump into. But what I did, I moved on and started working on myself and making myself happy. You see? And that's what you should do. Don't jump from one relationship to the other, thinking that you're going to find happiness, peace, and joy. No. When a relationship doesn't work, pull yourself back and work on yourself. Love yourself. Make yourself happy. Think positive. And do things that give you gratification. And this is the way that you move on from heartbreak. I hope that the message today helps someone. And I really hope that you understand it. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to Miss Faye's World, YT@hotmail.com. That's Miss Faye's World, YT hotmail.com. And try to keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. And if you prefer that I answer your question privately through the email, just put it at the very top of your letter and I will comply. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. And to show my appreciation, I will be giving away a deck just like this one to one of you lucky subscribers. This is a 53 Oracle card deck. And I will announce the winner right here on the channel once we hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. So keep watching and good luck to all of you. I want to thank you so much for your comments and your letters. And a special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.